Jodele. Da sind wir wieder. Wir sind immer noch besessen vom Wlodomir, was man oben links an dem Icon anstatt Geralts Gesicht erkennen kann. Also an dem Wappen mit dem Wildschwein. Und wir befinden uns auf der Hochzeitsfeier und sollen jetzt mit Wlodomir und Shani hier ein bisschen drüber laufen. Und Shani möchte uns jetzt das Brautpaar vorstellen.
Time to say hello. Be nice now.
We'd have trekked from Kabir if we'd had to. This is your
Ich kann mit dem nicht gerade laufen. Oh, ich glaube, ich sollte einen. Oh, sprich mit dem Brautpaar. Das kann nicht so ganz so gut. Hoffen wir mal, dass das nicht ganz so nach hinten losgeht. Mit Wlodomir.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn.
Oh Gott.
My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto. I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Alter Geralt.
We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn
Wieso kann ich mir
certain.
fast vorstellen, dass Wlodomir hingeht und die Braut flach
It'd be
legen
nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
Der ist so unhöflich. Nimm bis Mitternacht an den Hochzeit fest. Oh mein Gott. Was ist das? Schweinejagen?
Falling over themselves to catch a painted pig.
Smearing their wedding garb with muck.
Wo sind ein Schwein entkommt?
No, please, no!
Muss ja vorher mit jemandem reden. Ja, muss ich.
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned King of the Swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
Sounds like damned foolish nonsense. But why not give it a try?
We'd be honoured. Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen. Let the Witcher give it a run.
Kann ich dem... Oh, jetzt ist die Frage, kann ich das Schwein mit Axi verzaubern, damit ich es leichter habe? Oder geht das nicht? Wir versuchen es gleich erstmal.
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movement, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker.
Okay, das Schwein ist erstmal bei Axi.
Come on, piggy. Got a nice and cozy pen for you.
Also muss die Axt ziehen und dann folgen die mir, oder was? Ja, lol, das war so klar. Das hätte ich jetzt sofort wissen können.
You see that, Shani? One pig penned.
Beide eingefangen.
Feel foolish, peasants? Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Whoa, Master Witcher. What were the trickery back there, the fancy finger twisting?
I know. Seen that afore. Witcher told a lad to go hang himself, drew some flowers in the air with his hand, and the man lost his mind.
meaning you cheated and shan't be crowned king of the swineherds.
Shawnee, what is it Geralt says in these situations? Damn it.
Yes, that's it.
Damn it. Now for what I say. Go shove rakes up your asses, you peasant curs. Do I look anything like a swineherd? Come, Shawnee. I've had enough of these hay seeds.
Boah, was, Alter? Sollst doch keinen Krieg anstellen.
Forgive me, Shawnee. I've let you down.
Are you worried about that pig? Oh, you needn't be.
We're here as a couple. I wanted to win you that thing.
Really, it's unimportant. Nothing at all.
Tell me, Shawnee, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl. That's clear. In Geralt's name and flesh, of course. But still. Yet the more I woo you, the less you seem ready to succumb. So I ask myself, what am I missing?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does his thing.
Bitte lass mich ein Axi-Zeichen machen dürfen.
Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shawnee. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
Müsste mir was runter.
My sweet, you are no mere maid, but a marvel of nature. And now, at last, fate knocks at your door.
But well, don't know rightly.
You needn't know anything. I know it all for us both. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how...
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Leslie, step away from the man.
Who the devils are you?
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our da on his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
Wenn ich die jetzt beleidige, dann vielleicht hat dann sie keinen Bock mehr. Und wenn ich mich entschuldige, ist aber auch Verärgerung.
You shan't keep me from anything, filthy hayseed.
Lads, mutants calling us names.
Stand down, swineherds, or Lord Witcher will give you a bloody mighty drubbing. Now where's a plowing fence board when you need it?
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
Wie geil ist das denn? Geralt mit einer Zaunlatte anstatt einem Schwert. Wie cool ist das denn? Oh, die haben alle
Fence boards, the perfect weapon for sweaty-assed swineherds.
Perfect fit for your job, you plowing gentlefolk.
Oh, mit der Zaunlatte, das muss wehtun.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Step up. Who else wants a shave? Damned cretin pruned me. Embarrassing to take a licking from a boar. You're like a maiden watching.
Oh.
Had enough, peasant spawn. Got yourself a match for a Von Everett. A witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
Eliminating potential obstacles, see? All part of my plan. Usually I take a few passing blows in the doing, and the young miss in question then swoons with pity. Tends to my wounds.
So, what went wrong?
It's this damned malformed body. All sinews, and this mug? Were I to wear my own, oh, 'twould be another story altogether. The maidens always fell for my melancholy eyes, and the swagger in my scars.
Swagger.
But I'll gladly try again. Just indicate a lass and...
You've proven everything amply. Let's just have fun, all right? After all, you haven't much time left.
Fine. I suppose you're right. Come then. So good to shake the kinks from one's bones.
Bring me my shoe! Quick now! It's getting shameful.
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot?
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bared. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Take there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shani, your slipper. I shall prove I dive to any depth for you.
Wir müssen uns merken, dass sie so einen komischen High Heel hat.
Observe, Shani.
My eyes are glued.
Sind so viele drin. Was ist das? Sonst noch was?
mucky, that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes ever tossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shani. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Die Zweideutigkeit da drin.
Thank you.
Ah, my kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster, till we expire.
Zum Teufel.
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher Geralt and his enchanting partner, Shani. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for our loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Keine Ahnung, ich finde Vladimir irgendwie komisch. Was zum Teufel?
Oh, you're rather good at this.
So riesen Hände Geralt hat im Gegensatz zu Shani. Aber was ist aus der Musik geworden? Ich dachte, wir kriegen Musik.
A chair could dance a jig with you as its partner.
Oh, how humble you are.
I strive to be, yet should the need arise, I can strut as proud as any peacock.
Perfect combination. Women must love you.
Well, not to brag, but...
Call it idle curiosity, but how many have you had?
Many. And not a scrub hag among them, I should add. Women with true class, all. Though none to match your charms.
Ich hätte wissen müssen, dass Komplimente nichts Gutes sind bei den Typen.
Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
Not sure I do.
Oh, du kleiner Wieser Hund.
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Don't be upset, my peach. I couldn't resist.
I'm not upset. Just next time, don't lunge at me like that.
I'd had a long fast, so to speak. Hunger overwhelmed me. But yes, next time I shall ask. Shawnee, may I kiss you?
You're incorrigible. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? You'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's a drip.
Please.
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
Probably I'd have done what he did. Still like to.
Then why don't you? Well, answer me.
Thing is, normal folk don't act like Vladimir von Everett.
Because they are churls.
Don't be too hard on him. All in all, he's actually rather fun.
Ha! See that? I'm fun. And you've got a pipe so far up your ass, you can't wear hats.
Happened to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised. Who is he?
Gaunter O'Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply. And certainly not on a whim.
Bah, I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Better. Come, Shawnee. The night beckons us not to jabber it away. The night is young. Come, let's do something wild. If I may, Shawnee, I'd show you how I cut a jig. Nimble as a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
By the way you move, what charm, what grace.
Thanks.
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lovers, may their voices never quit. It is sire many up there, and we gods come.
Shawnee eigentlich auch einfach so geht.
You must have a splendid time. That's what matters. Make the most out of it.
He arrived, that's certain. I saw him myself.
So if he arrived, why is he not here now?
The bloody dog chased him away.
What?
That makes us right.
Warum hat das hier alles, was ich mache, mit
Why you're
irgendwelchen Frauen zu tun? Ich kann wieder ein Trinken, das ist gut.
Yeah. Don't make us beg. We're toasting the newlyweds. Drink with us.
I never say no to a lady. To your fair beauty, and to yours, Shawnee, naturally.
Your elfin happiness. Fortune smile upon you, white wolf. No just.
Woher wusstest du, wie dass ich der weiße Wolf bin? Krieg ich noch einen Schnaps? Ja, die spielen Gwent online. Ich hab keinen Bock auf Gwent.
Perhaps you care to sit down to some Gwent with us?
Most certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
No need for insult.
Ich hasse Gwent.
I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Were that true, you wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized. What else would you have me do? Bring him flowers?
I'd have you play and stop talking.
Let us play,
Ich
gentlefolk.
wollte kein Gwent
What's your wager?
spielen.
Everything. The whole lot. I'm all in.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
Oh mein Gott, ich hasse Gewand. Ich bin scheiße in Gewand. Und das Deck hier ist komplett Bullshit. Ja, super. Spiel starten. Das Deck hat keine Heldenkarte, nichts. Und ja, gegen Monsterdeck läuft. Wir spielen gutes Wetter nicht. Wer gutes Wetter ist ganz okay zu haben. Ja, so, zweimal klirrende Kälte zu bekommen, ist aber auch wieder Kunst. Jetzt kommen wieder diese 1000 Nahkampfkarten. Ich muss nur, dass er so viele wie möglich von den 1000 Nahkampfkarten da spielt. Der Buff ist ich muss eine Karte fallen lassen. Ich will, dass der noch irgendein Monster spielt. Das heißt, er wird den jetzt nochmal spielen. Dann gehe ich da drauf. Mein Gegner hat gepasst. Jetzt könnte ich natürlich. Werde ich auch tun. Mir ist gerade aufgefallen, dass ich mich damit selber mehr geschadet habe als ihm. Das kann ich kann wieder 20 so. So, ich bin am Zug. Erstes will ich meine Balliste wieder haben. Du spiel mal deine Pappspinnen. Muss halt darauf hoffen, dass er nichts mehr allzu Monströses dabei hat. Naja, ich hab drauf gehofft. Der ist aber schon neu. Boah, der ist so fucking high. Ah, ich komme leider nicht dran. Schade. Ja, und der gewinnt natürlich wegen... Boah, ich hasse diese Monster, egal. Zieh ich lieber Esels on.
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wager. Everything.
Perhaps we could reach an arrangement.
Oh, weaseling out of this. Hand over the coin.
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you the coin. I've no need for it in the grave.
But you lost, so now I've got to pay up.
I say, he talking to himself. Roaring drunk already, that's it.
We can't fleece a drunk. Have him don the cup and we'll call it even.
Just a minute. Bloke needs a lesson. I say he dons the cap and gives us 5% of the coin he has.
Hear that? Agreed. 5% is yours, and I shall wear the cap. Never fear. A man must do what a man must do, and Vladimir von Everek's a man among men.
Hear that? So sloshed he thinks he's Vladimir von Everek.
Rogue's long dead by my reckoning. Exactly.
Those ears. You look, interesting.
Time to drink. We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball.
I think you look charming.
Quite the lark, this Gwent. Onward. Next diversion. Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing bows?
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the churn, so I'm having a...
And they said fire burns hotter in an old stove.
If I was your age, you'd be singing a different tune. Have you squealing like a kitty cat?
Okay. Das wohl zu bedeuten hat.
Why your ass so strong? My daddy's got grey hair too.
Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her. Wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, whoosh, scope, sizzle, sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from Novigrad.
But I'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers, but we'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as last Yule's pudding.
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling. Master Witcher's here now. Perhaps he can aid us.
Muss ich jetzt den Typen suchen?
The man's got ass ears. He should first seek to help himself.
Such ears might be high fashion in his parts.
Oh, I doubt that.
You needn't worry. The Witcher, that is, I, will find this swallower of heated things.
Ich könnte doch auch mit Igni auch Sachen machen.
Mighty generous offer, but no one knows where to look.
Matters not. Witchers, that is, we have our ways. The Flame Gulper, what did he look like?
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort. Ought to be enough to identify him.
I shall find him.
We thank you, and hope for the best.
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but are you sure you're up to it? You're not actually a witcher, Vladimir.
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
Shani, Vladimir and I need to find the fire eater. If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. You'll be back in no time. I believe in you.
Tally-ho. Adventure awaits.
Darf ich jetzt keinen Witcher-Film verwenden?
So much coin, all for naught.
A dog made these tracks true, but a small one. Yet judging by its house, Demon is a hulk. But beggars can choose their tracks. I've only ever seen I shall follow this. One in an anthill, the other when I caught a hen after not eating for a week. The hound tore its chain off the wall. Underfed, it seems. Or else the ash liquor really boiled the mutt's blood.
Eine Katze im Auto gerade.
Following some dog's trail? Not exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my
Schatz,
juicy
ich kann
bear.
mich grad nicht dich
I shall
kümmern.
continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long now. A broken branch. As if one too heavy sought to scamper up this tree. Seems our fire eater swallows a great deal more than fire. Or perhaps someone was merely gathering kindling. Ah, there is joy in this ferreting.
Ich will mal kurz 5 Minuten, nicht 5 Minuten, sondern kurz 1 Minute
Sparkspitter's
Pause
cap,
machen.
if ever I've seen one.
So, Katze entfernt, weiter geht's.
As jesterly as they come. Chap must have lost it running from Demon. 2 conclusions then. Our magician is fat and a coward.
Wohin hat der den denn gejagt, ey? Alter Schwede.
Missing man, missing mutt.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppy.
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Sit.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Roll over.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding.
Er hat aber recht, er soll ja nicht den Hund quälen dafür, dass er Spaß hat.
Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone, as you can see.
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that
Weißt du,
bottle
was mir
yet.
gerade mal aufgefallen ist? Der hat das positiv gesagt und dann stand da nein. Aber positiv ja eher ja wäre.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead? True. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a monster! A furry, faggy devil! They chose a fitting name for it. Those are excellent ears. Might try a pair like that. Just not sure they'd fit under my cap.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp, can barely stand, let alone perform.
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker. Standing straight ain't a requirement.
Oh, you shan't pull the wool over my eyes. I know your type. Now, here's the plan. We shall head down this path till we arrive at the wedding. You'll have sobered by then.
But...
Silence. Do you know me, sir? When a nobleman speaks, you listen. You will stay close at my side. We will return to the wedding, where you will put on a show to make our honored guests soil their breeches from joy. Got it?
Yes.
Good. Then let's be off.
Der fackelt wahrscheinlich die halbe Hochzeit jetzt ab.
Keep calm. Stay close.
I shan't stray a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods. Gads! Bear!
Bear? That? It's much more common than tentpole. Hide, you rotten fool.
Save me!
Willst du dann auch? Doch irgendwie. Schweinebraten.
Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see? Besides, I'm a fire eater, not some damn naturalist.
Indeed you are not, Master. Believe I failed to ask. What do they call you?
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close, and no harm will
Wird
come
auf
to
jeden Fall
you.
eine lange Fäule werden.
I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gob gets to the wedding safe and sound. The missing fire blower is missing no more. It was my doing, if I may say so myself.
And Demon? What's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
Your attention, please. I invite all to witness the spectacle unrivaled. A man so bold as to eat fire!
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive.
Oh mein Gott, bitte nicht das Kind anzünden. Oh Gott, das wird so nach hinten losgehen. Was habe ich getan? Das hat noch keinen angezogen. Der sprüht halt nur halb in die Flamme, aber das ist nicht wichtig. Solange die Leute glücklich sind, haben wir unser Ziel erreicht mit Geralt, beziehungsweise mit Vladimir.
Ah, my first Witcher contract. Done. Fire Eater found, his ass saved. If I could live again, I'd be a Witcher, for damn certain. Of all these flowers, you, my dear, are the loveliest.
Believe the young man's mistaken for another.
Not at all. I like my women as I like my peaches. Fuzzy and well ripe.
That's enough. Get going. Drunken.
Ja, ich muss wohl mit dem reden.
Gingerbread's now but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time.
Ich dachte, er wäre ein Kaufmann und kein Koch.
Let you sniff it, stroke it even. Time. Time is the key. Greetings, Charlie. I must introduce myself. Gaunter Odin. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
Ist Gingerbread nicht eher Lebkuchen?
That you were ever the worst brother. That you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like him.
Du hattest du immer ein missrattener Bruder, was ist so?
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd ran faster, shot truer, lifted greater weights. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shawnee. I'm rather sorry you have to hear this.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt. Even after death, you still play the pale imitation. Oh, by the way, Olgierd's a much better dancer.
You lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it, I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5. Took them on all at once. Alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave. Often. Pours a drink for me. Gets soused himself. And talks of the old times. He cannot see me. But I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
Ganz ehrlich, er sagt, ich soll seinen komischen Butler da für seine 3 Wünsche erfüllen, spielen, aber versaut mir das.
That was... forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right? Let's go. The night's still young.
All lies. Not a word of truth. Olgierd was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the cabin.
Go on, Shani. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Oh God, nein.
Geralt, there's no need.
So be it. If there's no demand, I shan't supply. But it would have been a beautiful speech.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
You're a bridesmaid, Shani. Take your place.
Midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple, then give them a few weeks, and we'll toast the lovely bear with its pale and puffy cheeks.
Das sind die Haubenfirmen. Setzt man da jetzt einen Schleier auf, oder was? Der Text ist sehr verstörend. Geralt heiratet doch wohl nicht, oder? Laut meiner Story ist Geralt mit Triss zusammen. So, was zum... Was macht der da?
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Does dirt, but good. A lovely custom. Blushing maids twirling in dance, their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone, their bouncing...
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't. I'm not finished here.
It's past midnight. You can take off those lovely ears. Only if you want to, of course.
Lovely as they are, think I'll put them away for now.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light. A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shani, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everec, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Was soll das?
Gods, what is this?
Didn't have to make him suffer.
Of course I needn't have. But I could.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everec.
Ich habe echt das Gefühl, als wäre der irgendwas Höheres. Nicht so Geist, Djinn-mäßig, sondern wirklich... Der ist so allwissend.
I'd like to stay longer, but...
Don't make excuses, Geralt. I'm not angry. A witcher has to ply his trade, follow his path. As for me, well, perhaps I expected too much of this wedding. Got the wrong impression.
Not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid after all.
Ich will mit Geralt bitte da bleiben.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
Oder irgendeine Art, nicht Gott, vielleicht noch irgendwas da drunter stehen, ein Engel oder sowas.
Good mead ought to lift your spirits. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up? Good idea? Maybe not. She might be a sad drunk.
Ich würde eher auf Blut.
Gotta find me some work.
Rowan berry brandy. Shawnee loves the blossoms. I'd enjoy this as well. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up? Good idea.
Vielleicht wissen, was die dritte Alternative ist, das heute.
Stop staring at the kids, you're scaring them.
Was zum Teufel?
Rowan. Shawnee mentioned she used to weave the berries into necklaces. Pretty, I guess. Thing is, will it cheer her up? Think I'll pass.
So, jetzt gucken wir noch, was die letzte Alternative da drüben ist. Ich habe ein Tagebuch von dir. In meinem Tagebuch oder was? Shani. Gerald Ochsenfeld Geld für die Ochsenfelder-Kanäle im Rahmen der militärischen Begegnung mit Würdigen erinnerte Gerald daran, dass manchmal schreibt das Schicksal eine absurde Geschichte, dass kein Poet es wagen würde, seinen Namen darunter zu setzen. Um durch die Abwegigkeit lächerlich zu machen, dies war im Fall auf Gerald des Geist, Körpers teilte und Shani auf die Hochzeit von der... Eins ist sicher, Shani langweilt sich in der Gesellschaft Vladimirs von Everett kein bisschen, aber er überschüttet sie mit Bekundungen seines brennenden Verlangens und riss sie mit all seiner magischen Energie mit sich. Als die Stunde kam, die Vladimir wieder ins Jenseits zurückkehren musste, seufzte Shani dennoch erleichtert auf. Nun konnte sie eine Weile mit Geralt verbringen, der deutlich sanfter und berechenbarer als Vlad war. Welcher der Hexer, der freilich langweiliger war. Und nun? Ich habe immer noch keine Ahnung, was da jetzt... Was ich Eskorte... Die Begegnung war mir von Everett, bla bla bla, manchmal ist das Schicksal eine absurde Geschichte. Der Duft nach Vogelbeeren erinnert sie an ihre Kindheit. Dann nehmen wir Vogelbeeren ganz einfach.
Pretty, I guess.
Ja, das wird sie auch machen.
Fine, I'll pick.
Bitte lass das klappen. Bitte lass es Platz da, du Arsch. Platz da, du Arsch.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Smile, Shani.
You remembered I liked the Rowan.
Remember a lot of things about you. Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts, I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
I'm afraid the drinks got into our minstrels. Horribly off-key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea. Did you enjoy the wedding?
Natürlich.
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman's ghost, be his puppet. Gotta admit, though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Mean chasing a dog through the woods, or brawling, fence board in hand?
Forgetting something. There was also a kiss.
True. Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
His will, sure, but my body felt everything. Reminded me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean? Oh, I thought you'd forgotten our whole Catriona story.
Epidemics long forgotten, sure. But the romantic bits in that adventure? Don't plan to forget those.
Geralt, du alter Schammer.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir. My workshop, business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tied to Torrent, but don't tell the old battleaxe. She'd be furious if she learned to let it slip.
Never you worry, sir. My lips are sealed as the grave. Us menfolk need to stick together.
Sir. Enough of that. I'm Vassy. You can call me Dar.
Oh, thank you, Dar. I feel honoured. Let's drink on it.
Seems the families are bonding.
A bride's father and his son-in-law? Stiff at first, but add drink and they bond or slap each other silly.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at all.
Mean the differences in wealth?
Mm-hmm. Jonas's family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Clear they love each other, though. Parents usually give in if that's the case.
Geralt kann ja schon ganz
I
süß
don't
sein, ne?
know. My mother would never accept an unfit beau, even if I insisted I loved him, had chosen him.
What kind of beau's unfit?
So far, every kind.
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy, or with a good trade, well brought up.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but it's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's probably true.
Tell that to my mother. She actually thinks I should have found a husband at the academy. But I didn't. Ugh. I'm certain she thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Oh, please, Shani. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You did that. I'm sure your mother appreciates it. You got a doctorate, have your own practice, been at the front lines many times. You're a good person. Not a thing wrong with you.
Really think so?
Really. Look, the brave brothers.
Drank themselves stiff as the boards they tore from the fence.
Wonder where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing, if you ask me.
That was Vladimir, not me, remember?
But pretend for a moment it had been you, and the situation had been different. Say you're at the wedding, and that very girl keeps glancing, smiling at you. Then she finally walks up, and you know exactly what she wants. What do you do?
If Dandelion was around, and he usually is, I'd introduce her to him and walk off.
I don't believe that. You'd let the opportunity pass?
I don't need opportunities like that.
Changed your style.
Let's say I've grown choosy.
You say that as if you've already picked.
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Aw.
Ooh, gorgeous.
Been thinking about that kiss.
What kiss?
The one Vladimir planted on your lips, with my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him there.
That I cannot tell you.
Doch, kannst du.
Only one way to find out.
Geralt, der alte Schwamme. Hauptsache, die stöhnen schon halb rum, wenn die nur küssen. Belassen wir es dabei.
So, how'd it compare?
Definitely rather kiss you alone, of my own free will. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which, on occasion, has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today, Geralt? Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Promised you this night. Aim to keep my word. And I aim to be direct. Even more so than Vladimir.
Sounds interesting.
Interesting is what interesting does.
Rats. Pier's taken.
Got a feeling it's about to free up.
How did you know?
I'm clairvoyant.
Practically full.
Be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Besides, we leave it here, a very drunk person could find it, drink themselves into even more trouble. And I swore a solemn oath. First of all, do no harm.
Oh Gott. Aktionen auf Booten können sehr schnell schief gehen.
Row me to the moon.
Gotta fly to get to the moon.
You're dead wrong. Look, it's right there, in the middle of the lake.
Oh Gott. Bitte lass keine Witcher-Sachen passieren, die wird gleich aus dem Boot gezogen.
What are you doing?
What one usually does on the moon.
Was macht man denn normalerweise auf dem Mond? Lassen wir mal Geralt seinen Spaß. What the fuck? CD Projekt haben halt ihre eigene Art. Naja, solange sie ihren Spaß hatte. Und Geralt seinen Spaß hatte.
Awake already?
For a while now. Did you know you've gained 27 new scars since we last saw each other?
Keeping count?
Mm-hmm. I do that sometimes.
Did we make it to the moon?
Forgotten already?
No. Not the sort of thing you forget.
Exactly.
Sound like you wish you could.
No. I certainly won't forget that. And I definitely don't regret it. But I do need to sort it all out in my head. Alone.
Okay.
Shawnee, wait. Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Yes. See you later, Geralt.
Ich hoffe, dass ich jetzt endlich einen Cut setzen kann. Die Folge geht nämlich schon extremst lange. Auch nicht gedacht, dass das so lange abgehen wird, aber naja. Dann bedanke ich mich an dieser Stelle fürs Zuschauen. Wir haben die Hochzeit abgeschlossen. Der erste Wunsch von Olgierd ist abgeschlossen. Und beim nächsten Mal werden wir uns angucken, wie wir das mit dem Haus machen. Weil wir sollen ihm ja ein Haus besorgen. Oder ihm bringen. Ja, hau rein. Bis zum nächsten Mal.